Hello everybody, and today we are going to be doing a video on how to use the axe. I'm no professional with the axe, but I know how to do a little bit with it. This is by request of someone from the comments that was asking me to use how to use a build. This build specifically, I tweaked the build a little bit. I took Berserker out and I replaced it with Tough. So here's the armor pieces you need for that. But other than that, yeah, I'll show you guys how to use the axe a little bit, and then I'll demonstrate the build in an escalation, show you how I play in there at normal. So we'll go to training grounds first, and I'll explain step by step everything that I do next. Alright, so here is the move for the. So obviously everybody knows the X, the Y, and the throw. And then we have the legendary ability, which I normally don't use to get places faster. And then we have our Revenant. Alright, so main things you wanna focus on firstly is the cells you have in your build. So I have Adrenaline, I want to keep my stamina low. I have Catalyst, so I want to make sure to pop tonics. Cunning and Pulse. Cunning for critical strike damage, and then Pulse for the every 5 hits. So on my 5th hit, I want to make sure to do an attack that does a lot of damage, which normally I don't pay attention to that, but that is something that you should do if you are able to focus on that type of stuff. Overpower, make sure the behemoth is always staggered, and then is just for the extra health, so we have extra Revenant usage, which you'll see why. Alright. This person's being weird and following me. Anyway, so first thing you want to do is make sure that you're getting your meter all the way up. So what you do is that's all you slam, press X, hold X again, and then slam again, and then press X, and then all you have to do for that combo. And then you could also do hold Y, let go, press hold Y again, and then press Y again. And that's that combo. What I like to do is I hold X, slam, press X, sorry I messed up, hold X, slam, press X, hold Y, and then spam Y. And then what you usually as you can see, I have my it's the teeth under my meter. But basically, when your bar is full, you want to throw your axe. Don't throw your axe until your bar is full. I mean, you can if you want to, but usually you shouldn't. So we're just gonna combo until we reach level 4 on our meter. meter is level 4. So now we do more damage. We can use our lantern, use Revenant, and then we're gonna keep using our building our meter until our Revenant regenerates. We're gonna use Revenant again. Use Revenant again. Alright, so now if we can get our pulse activated, there we go. Just throw. Your axe's meter level is at level 4. Make sure you have pulse, and then make sure you popped Revenant and gotten a bunch of orbs. Increase your damage, and then on top of that, since for this build we are using the Shroud Axe, the Bond. When we're below 20% health, we do 50% more damage. That also helps. That's basically it. Another tip that normally a lot of people don't know about, I don't know if everybody knows about it or not. Say you're in the middle of charging and you're about to get hit. You can out of the charge. A lot of people don't know that because they let go and they go and they try to dodge and you can't. And so basically how I play is I play in claw formation on my right hand, and then I just play normally with my left hand. If you don't know, you can look it up on Google. It's I'm assuming something to get used to, but I've kind of always played like this, so I know how to do it. But I hold X with my index finger, and then I press B with my thumb on mid charge. So basically, you want to make sure that you're, you know, still holding down X in order to dodge out of your charge. Otherwise, you won't be able to dodge once you let go. So that's the main problem that I see a lot of people making. They're like, oh, I did press B, and they're over here in the middle of swinging their X while they're pressing B. So just make sure you're still holding it. Press B to dodge while you're still holding it. That's usually how I play. If I know I'm not going to make a hit and the behemoth's right about to hit me, I usually dodge out of my charge. And then also, the smaller bard or the bigger bard determines your level. Like, once it goes all the way down, your level will reset back to 0, so you want to make sure your meter's up. I mean, mine already reset, but sure your meter's always up, so that way when you throw your axe, it keeps regenerating the smaller meter, so that way you can retain your level 4 on your axe. But yeah, so that is pretty much it, nothing too crazy. So we're just gonna go into an escalation. I did it in frost escalation. I'm gonna show you guys in shock escalation. Because in frost it's a lot easier to get strong buffs that make your attacks overpowered. Alright. So we got on our first round. Every time I'm streaming, they like to do this to me. Okay. For some reason they made it to where you can dodge mid-air now as well. Which is pretty interesting. Another thing I learned is that if there's weak points on the behemoths, it multiplies your damage, so you always want to go for the weak points when you're doing your stuff. That's what I did in my axe video. Weak point. It did 94k damage, I think, or 92. Fully remember. On this build so we don't have to dodge or anything. That's that. Ooh, Lyra. I hate a Lyra. I suck at fighting. It's kind of hard to keep up with the dodges for the Lyra. No. Another thing you can do is when a behemoth is like dead right before it disappearing, you can, if you have a full meter, or keep hitting it with the charged attacks, and it'll make your meter go up, and it'll also level up your meter if you throw it. Savit isn't terrible, but still pretty fast, so. Now we can drive. Sometimes you can throw your axe early if you feel it'll help you in that. Normally isn't recommended if you don't need to, but usually when I want to get rid of a behemoth pretty, I would throw it early. Alright, so we have level 4. As I said though, I'm no axe expert, so I'm not going to be doing any crazy plays with that. So the reason why you want to make sure you have level 4 on your axe is because it increases your damage and it kind of increases your overall damage, like on your Revenant or whatever so you'll be using. In my experience, that's what it does. Alright. Now on to Malcurion. I have pulse, so I'm gonna go for an axe throw if I can. Never mind. Just between the takes me, I can tell. There. Nothing too crazy, but we defeated it, and that was the goal. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Nothing too complex, pretty simple on how to use it. It's one of the more simple weapons to use. The best special to use is Grill. I mean, you can use these two, but this one is the best one to use. And the Charge Cylinder mod is the one that you want to have so you can get your meter up to level 4. Otherwise it'll be level 3 if you use any of these other ones. This one, in my opinion, is the best one to use. And then this one is as effective if you're using Catalyst with it. But yeah, if you don't have this one, I'm pretty sure everybody starts off with this one. So good to use. I wouldn't say using this one or this one. I mean, you have to get it from the trial store anyway, but using this one if you're just starting, I wouldn't worry about any of these until you've gotten somewhere in the game where you can use these effectively. But yes, you make sure that the first thing you do if you're trying to get this unlocked, this will help you a ton, because I know I've lied over and make sure you get this. Uh, that is pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next video of whatever I make. Make sure to leave build requests and any video suggestions you want me to make in the comments below, and be sure to for more content like this, and peace.